Have you ever wondered if bananas, the fruit we've all been told is so healthy, could actually be causing harm if eaten the wrong way? For years, we've heard how bananas are packed with nutrients like potassium and are easy to digest, making them a great choice for breakfast or a quick snack. But what if I told you that, especially after 60, bananas could quietly be working against your health in ways you might not even realize? As we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to things like sugar, digestion, and inflammation. So, the same banana you've been enjoying for years could actually cause issues if you're not careful. In this video, we'll explore 5 common mistakes people make when eating bananas. Mistakes that can turn this seemingly harmless fruit into something that isn't doing your body any favors. Stick with us until the end, because the last mistake is one that most people unknowingly make. And once you learn about it, you'll never look at a banana the same way again. Let's get started. Mistake 1. Eating moldy or overripe bananas. We've all been there, reaching for a banana that's a little too ripe, thinking, it's just a few brown spots, no big deal. But did you know that eating a banana that's gone too far can actually harm your body? As we age, our stomachs and immune systems become more sensitive. What looks like a simple, harmless brown spot could be a sign that the banana is starting to develop mold. Mold often grows under the skin, especially where the banana is bruised or damaged. And when it does, it can produce toxins that can irritate your digestive system, weaken your immune response, and make you feel sick. You might not even notice these signs until it's too late. For example, let's think about Evelyn, who's 74. Every morning, she'd eat her banana with oatmeal. But one week, she started feeling bloated and tired in a way she hadn't before. After some investigation, she realized that the bananas she was eating had mold hidden under the peel. What she thought was just natural ripening was actually something harmful to her digestive health. So how do you know when a banana has gone too far? A few brown freckles are okay, but if it starts to smell sour or fermented, or if you see dark liquid pooling at the stem, it's time to toss it. Don't try to scrape off the bad parts and eat the rest. The mold can spread through the fruit, even if it looks okay on the outside. Also, if your bananas are ripening too quickly, don't just leave them out on the counter. Move them to the fridge. The skin may turn dark, but the inside will stay fresher for longer. You can even freeze ripe bananas and save them for later smoothies or baking. Keeping your bananas fresh and mold-free is key to getting all the good benefits without risking your health. Mistake 2. Pairing bananas with sugary foods. Bananas are a natural, healthy snack on their own, but when you combine them with sugary foods, it can lead to some unexpected consequences, especially as we get older. A banana's natural sweetness is great for giving you a quick energy boost, but if you pair it with sugary pastries, cereals, or even flavored coffee drinks, it can cause a sudden spike in your blood sugar. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at handling blood sugar. This means that a banana, when eaten with too many sugary foods, can create a rapid rise in blood sugar, followed by an energy crash. You might feel tired, irritable, or even a little lightheaded. These symptoms are often brushed off as just part of getting older, but in many cases, it's actually due to the food combinations we're eating. Take Irene, for example. She's 76 and used to eat a banana with a muffin and a flavored coffee every morning. By mid-morning, she felt tired, foggy, and out of sorts. It wasn't just aging. It was the blood sugar roller coaster caused by combining too much sugar. Once she switched to pairing her banana with a boiled egg or some Greek yogurt instead of sugary foods, her energy levels stabilized, and the mid-morning slump stopped. So what's the lesson here? It's not about avoiding bananas. They're still a fantastic fruit. But when you're having a banana, try to pair it with something that's low in sugar, like a protein or fiber-rich food. For example, spreading peanut butter on your banana or adding it to a high-fiber breakfast can help slow the digestion of sugars, keeping your blood sugar stable and your energy up. Remember, the combination of what you eat with your banana matters more than you might think, especially after 60, when managing blood sugar becomes more important. You don't have to give up bananas. Just be mindful of how you pair them. Mistake 3. Storing bananas in sealed plastic bags. Many of us have the habit of keeping our bananas in sealed plastic bags, thinking it will help them stay fresh longer. But this common practice can actually have the opposite effect. When you store bananas in airtight bags, you're trapping heat and moisture inside, creating the perfect environment for mold and bacteria to grow. Bananas continue to ripen even after they're picked, and they release a natural gas called ethylene during the ripening process. In a sealed bag, that ethylene has nowhere to escape, causing your bananas to ripen much faster than they would if they were left out in the open. And with that quicker ripening comes the risk of them becoming mushy and spoiling more quickly. Take Doris, for example. She's 82 and used to buy her bananas in bunches and seal them tightly in a plastic bag to keep them fresh. But within 2 days, her bananas were mushy and had a strange smell. She thought she was preserving them, but that plastic bag was actually speeding up the ripening process, leading to early spoilage. To prevent this, the best way to store your bananas is to leave them at room temperature in a well-ventilated spot where air can circulate freely. If you want to slow the ripening down a bit, wrapping the banana stems with foil or plastic wrap can help reduce the spread of ethylene. And when the bananas start getting too ripe, don't throw them out. Peel them and freeze them instead. Frozen bananas are great for smoothies, baking, or just as a healthy snack. By making this small change, you'll help keep your bananas fresh longer and reduce waste. It's a simple adjustment that can have a big impact, especially for those of us with more sensitive stomachs or immune systems. Mistake 4. Eating bananas on an empty stomach. Bananas may seem like the perfect quick breakfast or snack, but if you eat one first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, it might not give you the energy boost you're hoping for. The natural sugars in bananas, glucose and fructose, are absorbed quickly into your bloodstream, which can cause a sudden spike in your blood sugar levels. After the spike, you'll likely experience a crash that leaves you feeling tired, hungry, or even a little dizzy. This is particularly important for older adults like yourself, because as we age, our bodies don't regulate insulin as effectively as they used to. What might have been a harmless snack in your younger years can now lead to unwanted energy dips and even mood swings. Barbara, who's 70, used to eat a banana first thing in the morning before going on her walk. But halfway through, she'd start feeling shaky, lightheaded, and unusually hungry. She assumed it was just part of getting older, but after a conversation with her doctor, she learned that the banana was triggering a rapid sugar spike, followed by a crash. Instead of eating a banana alone, try pairing it with something that contains protein or healthy fat. A handful of almonds, a boiled egg, or even a small slice of whole grain toast can help slow the absorption of sugars and keep your blood sugar levels more stable throughout the morning. This small change can make a big difference in how you feel after breakfast. By making this adjustment, you can avoid those uncomfortable feelings and enjoy the benefits of bananas without the energy roller coaster. It's all about timing and balancing your meals, especially as our bodies become more sensitive to what we eat. A little tweak like this can go a long way in helping you feel steady and strong throughout the day. Mistake 5. Cooking bananas at high heat. Bananas are delicious and they're great in smoothies, oatmeal, or even as a quick snack. But here's something many people don't know. Cooking bananas at high temperatures, whether you're baking them into muffins, frying them in oil, or microwaving them to soften, can actually strip them of many of the nutrients that make them so healthy in the first place. Bananas are packed with vitamin C, potassium, and dopamine. Yes, dopamine, the same compound that boosts your mood. But when exposed to high heat, these nutrients can break down. Vitamin C, for example, is highly sensitive to heat and can lose its benefits pretty quickly. Even potassium, which is more stable, can leach out into the cooking liquid and be lost entirely if you don't consume it. So, while warm banana slices might be comforting, they may not be providing all the health benefits you were expecting. Let's think about Lillian, who's 69. She used to love microwaving banana slices with cinnamon for a warm treat at night. But after a while, she started feeling sluggish and noticed her energy dipping. When she spoke with her nutritionist, she learned that heating the banana in the microwave was actually stripping away the nutrients and breaking down the fibers that help with digestion. The treat wasn't helping her as much as she thought. There's another hidden issue when you cook bananas with sugar, whether in muffins or fried in oil. The combination of heat and sugar forms advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These compounds can contribute to inflammation, stiff joints, and even accelerate aging at a cellular level. If you already deal with arthritis or chronic fatigue, this is something you'll want to avoid. This doesn't mean you can't ever cook with bananas, but it's a good idea to keep it gentle. If you must warm them, do so at a lower temperature and for a short amount of time. And if you're making banana-based treats, try to use them in their raw form, or bake them gently without adding too much sugar or processed ingredients. Your body will thank you for it. Remember, bananas are powerful, but they're delicate. Treat them with care, and you'll keep getting the full benefit from this amazing fruit. By now, you may have realized that it's not the bananas themselves that are the problem, but how we handle them. Each of the 5 mistakes we've discussed today might seem small on its own, but when combined, they can slowly chip away at the very benefits you expect from this fruit. As you age, your body becomes more responsive to sugar, inflammation, and digestion changes. That's why being mindful of how you eat your bananas becomes even more important after 60. It's not about cutting bananas out of your diet. It's about making small adjustments that protect your energy, digestion, and overall wellness. You might now be thinking twice before eating a banana with sugary pastries, or you could be more cautious about storing them in plastic bags. Maybe you've realized the dangers of microwaving them or discovered that eating a banana alone in the morning isn't the best idea for your energy levels. Whatever the case, these small, intentional changes can make a big difference in how you feel each day. So, the next time you reach for a banana, take a second to think about it. Ask yourself, is it ripe enough? Am I pairing it with something that won't spike my blood sugar? Am I cooking it in a way that keeps its nutrients intact? These thoughtful choices can lead to a stronger, steadier, and healthier version of you over time. We hope you found this video helpful, and we'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned today that you'll start doing differently with your bananas? Drop a comment below to share your thoughts. Your feedback helps us continue creating content that supports your health and well-being. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.